So you built this factory in Arizona from the ground up in less than a year. How challenging was that to do in a pandemic, no less?
It presented many challenges, but I've got a hugely professional team on the manufacturing side. We were able to plan this very thoroughly from the ground up. And we planned it in phases. What you see is just phase one of the plant, which was constructed in under a year. That phase one is good for 30,000 units a year. But we have over 500 acres of land secured there. And we can take this to over 400,000 units a year in a number of years' time.
So let's talk about supply then. How many pre-orders do you have versus how many cars you believe you are able to make each year?
We are very blessed. We have a bulging order book. We have many, many thousands of pre-orders. And the bulk of those have got very significant deposits associated to them. So they're very real pre-orders. We're going to build up production in a very progressive manner, starting with really focus upon quality. We're not going to churn out numbers of these cars to start with. Get the quality right and just gradually ramp up the volume until we can hit about 30,000 plus units per year at that phase one stage of the plant.
So does that mean that you're not going to be able to meet as much demand as you have initially?
I think it's nicely balanced. I think we can meet that demand. Initially, it's going to take us a little while to get through those pre-orders. But remember, we're going to, as we grow our volume, we'll be bringing in successively more attainable versions of Lucid Air. So that will just balance the demand and our ability to manufacture. So remember, we start with the amazing Dream Edition, this is not a virtual studio, not a virtual background I'm in here. I'm actually in our Beverly Hills flagship studio. And behind me, this golden car is an example of our Dream Edition. We're starting with that in spring of 21, and then hot on the heels of that, bringing in the Grand Touring car at $139,000. After that, late next year, Touring at $95,000, and early 22, the car we're all waiting for, that's the Air Pure, or if you like, the Pure Air, the Pure version, the mainstay of the range, and that will be under $70,000 with the federal tax credit.
Now, you've said you're going to announce your international expansion plans. What are those plans? Your biggest backer is the Saudi Public Wealth Fund. Will we see you build a factory in the Middle East?
We've got great plans that we're putting together right now, and we hope to be in a position to make a formal announcement early next year of what those plans are. We want to do something really meaningful for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and we're going to really be a catalyst in their transition from fossil fuel dependency. And I think that is just a major step that a country which is so renowned for its fossil fuel-based economy is going to make this bold step to renewable energy and renewable transportation. And then later, we have plans for a plant in China.
Interesting. Plans in China as well. A factory of the
Indeed.
same size?
Indeed. But our gold
I want to talk to you. Okay.
Arizona. I would always say that Arizona is our sort of spiritual heartland, and our gold standard factory will be Arizona, and all the processes that we perfect there then can be cascaded out to plants elsewhere in the world.
Now, last quick questions. EV stocks have been on a tear. Do you feel that we are in an EV stock bubble, and how is that impacting your plans to go public?
Well, I think we have to be very careful how we view this. With following on the success of Tesla, there's been a whole phalanx of EV startups, many in the West Coast. And what I see is a lot of startups, a lot of them going public. I don't see technology. Cut us to the core. Lucid is a tech company. We have world best, world leading technology. And it's always been our plan to go public at some time. So please watch this space.